Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilky and I'm here with the requested Skillbook showcases. A quick heads up, I will not be able to fully record everything today, so I'll probably just try to finish the Hunter books today. And I'll definitely bring you the other classes tomorrow, maybe in 2 days, I'm not entirely sure. However, I'll definitely try to do them as quickly as possible, so don't worry, I'm not gonna do only the Hunter ones, but also the other ones. But without further delay, the first class we're gonna take a look at is my Ranger, or basically any Ranger. And we basically have the same setup we had with the last skill books they newly released. We have one book that's gonna change the skill effect, and we're gonna have a second book that's gonna be a buff or giving you some kind of resource in this case, which basically in this one is gonna be that you will be receiving your Fury basically just by using the skill, which is kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure if this is, I assume that this is an attempt to, provide the players with more Fury buffs, which I assume is there to, try to help with the PvE balance or, make things easier. I don't know. But, yeah. Without the book, Vital Thrust is, pretty unintimidating, not really a good PvE skill, I'd say. Or not the mandatory one, so we're just gonna do a damage check. This skill does critical around 8, almost 9,000. We're just gonna go for 1 or 2 more pokes. 8.2, let me see if I can hit more than one enemy, so it's not gonna be as wonky. Alright, that's good. So we're roughly at 8.8, 8.5-ish. Yeah, crit I'd say. That's probably an average value. Alright, let's just go ahead and equip the skill books. Like I said, I will not do the cutting thingy because I want to do it with a commentary to give you guys a couple ideas and give you at least my thoughts on what I think is maybe good, maybe bad, to, evaluate if these books are really something to look forward to, or if you're better off using a different skill book or side effect. I don't know really. Like I said, this Fury region is a bit... I'm not sure really what to think about it because it's not a lot. And from what I've seen, I checked all the books, at least reading through them. Apparently every class gets this Fury region on the class skill, but some classes have a very hefty cooldown on the class skill, like aim shot is, I believe a 30-second cooldown in PvE. If I'm not mistaken, 16 PvP, but it should be 30 in PvE. Oh, it's also 16 PvE. Wow, that's a lot. So basically that means I should be getting roughly 6% of my bar by using it. I'm not sure if I need to hit somebody. We're just gonna pop it. Alright, so this is good. You just have to activate it and you'll receive your Fury. This is actually not that bad, I think. However, like I said, 60-second cooldown is pretty damn long, so yeah. Anyways, let's take a quick read. Vital Thrust, effect change, casting speed increase, so we're gonna be faster. Invincible at casting, so we're gonna get an iframe. This can be really handy, I think. Movement distance increase. Vital Thrust doesn't really move you, so I assume it's gonna give you a dash or something, or maybe... I assume it's gonna be a dash. Additional AoE attacks, so you're gonna get 8 AoE hits. You're gonna get additional attack motion plus 2 force, so it's gonna pull enemies by holding left click. And we're gonna get turn/combo by holding left click. So basically what we have to do is activate it and hold left click. We're just gonna do it without holding left click. So basically you get the small dash. And wow, the AoE is actually a little arrow shower. This is interesting. This is kind of fancy. And let's just hold left click and see what this is all about. Okay, I didn't see any force or any additional hits. Maybe it's right click. Maybe... in the past, these books have had wrong descriptions, so maybe I need to hit an enemy. First off, I'm not gonna press left click, I'm just gonna do... Okay, so the damage on the initial stab seems to be the same. And that AoE seems to be half of it, maybe even lower. I don't see any critical hits on that, so maybe it can't crit. I know, it's probably half of that, so basically you get another... 50% damage per arrow shot, which is pretty good, I think. So let's hold the left click and see if I can get any force. This is actually quite interesting. I don't think this is actually the greatest book for Ranger, to be perfectly honest, because you're a Ranger and you should be in melee, but I think the iframes can actually be quite handy, especially since it combos into Turn slash. The combo counter racks up super good and super fast. But yeah. This is really all about the Ranger skill books, really. I think this, like I said, the effect itself is pretty neat. And the turn slash itself is actually what pulls the enemies in. So this is like a small force. I'm gonna die, what the hell. Die. Thank you. So yeah, this is all about the Ranger skill books. As I said, Vital Thrust, really short cooldown, so this can be handy. Has an iframe. But generally, I don't think this is the greatest book for Ranger, unless you're very often in melee. But the pull can be handy, so I'd rate this probably more as a utility rather than a pure damage skill, because this is also probably gonna affect your bow, your dagger hand and not your bow hand. So yeah. Not entirely sure how this is gonna play out. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Ranger skill books, or skill book for that matter, and stay tuned for the other hunters, and I'll definitely catch you up with them as well.